Towards the end of the night, I want to make sure no one else wants to read.
No.
All right. Next up, Ian.
I'm prepared, man. I'm prepared.
I was prepared. Right over there.
Got an antivirus running real time in my head, unspooling propaganda thread. Consumption as creation. Demand is the product. Digging graves in debt, noble deaths for life, liberty, and home ownership. Plug in, forget about it. Kick back on the couch. Absorbed by the mainstream monolith, on-demand access and high def, crack a bottle and be chillin' at full throttle. It's all right. It's all right. All your friends are here. Check the messages. Insidious slipping inside, eagerly seeking any orifice or weakness. Push another pill down, throat clenched in a hateful suburban sneer. Is that motherfucker queer? High school doors with metal detectors, strip searching 13-year-old girls and homeland security. And we are the prisoners. Trapped between dichotomies, good, evil, left, right, red state, blue state, whose state will lose face? I can't say for sure, mate. But stay tuned. Stay tuned for the daily hate. And their Better Homes and Gardens tour. Feeding fertilizer to the masses, leaf blowers, lawn mowers. Can I get one in a fake plastic tree shade of green? Artificial astroturf outdoor carpet looking grasses, tending fields that yield no crop. Eyes hiding behind blind colored lenses, suckling on the teat of planned obsolescence. You can't spend any more? Think you're gonna stop? We got an app for that. iPods, iPads, Kindle style electronic readers coming in like CDs stomping turntables and cassettes kicking 8-track asses. Blackberries, Androids, iPhones, and online stores. Plug-in pacifiers in the mouths of iGots robots and their kin. iGots robots always got to get the next best thing. iGots robots always got to get the next best thing. The bigger, brighter, faster, more. Bling, bling, bling. The grand thinning. Earth bleeding into water. Ice melting into gallows. Wallace Stevens on the brain. Deconstructing history. Stalin-style stomping and moshing from Mao. Rum sliding over my tongue, considering each letter as I write. Some say the color of eternity is white. Others prefer a mix of gray. Comfort is a modern disease. My comfort is my disease. Disease is my comfortable reality. Steady disarray keeps the death away. Street walking commanding a kingdom. Eyes weary from reading too closely. Disillusionment at 10 o'clock and reconfiguring. A tempest raging in the land of window panes, single and double wide living frames, Venetian blinds and slow winking conversations signaling across brick-faced abyss, gridiron chasms, boundaries effacing commonplace pleasantries, with a wistful lisp of dust inside a fist, with a wistful lisp of dust inside a fist. Drifting dreams, checking boxes, calendar list. Finish the page in fine style, fill in all the lines. Embrace the moment, streamline present clarity. Gulls kee-ow and train whistles on the hour, more often in the evening and early morning. Dusk, fog, afternoon snow. Take 1, 2, 3 breaths. See this rhythm woven inside a mixed metaphor stream converging. Wonder at the art of working word speech. Spoken and understood is by far the best evidence, or else. I met someone, somewhere, some time ago, whose story many have already told. Please allow me to introduce yourself. All my friends are dying, living lives of perpetual trying, all the time staving off the inevitable, actively denying some strange mewing memory of a dream or realization of crystal clear vision of the grand possibilities they once had, now sighing, now stuffed in a dust-covered bin under the basement stairs, quietly crying. Is that all there is? A 30-year mortgage, in-laws over for dinner, cable TV, a couple of kids, and a prescription for antidepressant pills? It may not have been much, but there was something more we had once. One time way back when on the farm, you know, that one time, right? It was subtle but strong, compelling us to step outside our minds, question everything, and divine the answers in the gathering gloom. And as infinity opened up before us, the universe revealed its innermost secrets. The key, making sense of all the loose pieces and fractured moments, and all we could say was crazy. Some form of desperate sanity has grasped us now, and so soon. Sometimes I wonder what it would be like to give it all up too. To slip inside those safe and secure and surely killing cocoons. An infinite succession of day after day, all ending the same way. Draining from one to another, the peer pressure, office politics, complaining to me over beer in the backyard, grilling on barbecues they still ain't paid for yet. Bitching about the national debt. All this preening and paranoia, all this shilling for doubloon. Wake up already! I want to scream into the lobes of their ears so I can mean what they might hear. No eternal reward will forgive us now for wasting the dawn. No eternal reward will forgive us now for wasting the dawn. And so here it is. And there you are, still lying in bed, looking a quarter till dead, and it's noon. 13 minutes to midnight. The clock tower says outside my window. On 3 faces, northeast and south. On the 4th to the west, it's 6:20, but I don't usually go that way. The 3 faces that I see every day. 13 minutes to midnight. 13 minutes to midnight. 13 minutes to midnight. They always say. This one's a bit of a public service announcement. Game shows, evening news, celebrity romances, celebrity scandals, carjackings, and parking lot vandals. Talk show and sitcom psychology, reality TV, pop top 40 radio. Winning lottery tickets, ghetto fab fly gear. Fashion award shows and name brand clothes. Bi-coastal rap wars, professional sports, buy cheap crap stores. Pornography, credit card slavery, men's health magazines with minivan ads, maximum tits, ass, and 6-minute abs. Patriotic, imperialistic, global policing, two-party partisan politics, government-sanctioned conspiracy theories, and congressionally commissioned inquiries. Gay marriage debates, beer commercial babes, Sex in the City, Cosmo tips, tucked, nipped, and Botox bikini waxed upper lips. Morning show DJs, and on the TV, American Idol chatter. Any video game, the name don't matter. ADD, ADHD, HDTV, NFL, NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball, CNN, Fox, and MSNBC, pundits posturing and preening above the news crawl, high school history lessons and CAP testing, compulsory mystery missing, cultural conditioning, neurotic need for perpetual besting. No child left behind? No child left behind? No child left with a mind. The myth of meritocracy, the land of opportunity? J.P. Morgan, Rockefeller, and Carnegie? Rags to riches? Dirty rat bastard sons of bitches. The domino theory, pirates off the coast, Al-Qaeda in Michigan, making bombs in a kitchen. War on drugs, war on welfare, war on personal freedom and healthcare. War on crime, war on terror, pedophile released due to clerical error. Pig swine flu? God made who? Spare the child and spoil the rod. What if man made God? Doctor dramas, police dramas, crime scene investigating, minority supporting, affirmative action casting, angelic psychic vision, vampires fighting, all singing, all dancing, while having their teeth pulled and slurping cow brains in a wet tube top for the sake of $50,000. Single baby mama dramas. Action hero movies, war hero movies, soap opera science fiction. Regis freaking Philbin. Strip club, strip mall, suburban sprawl. Strip club, strip mall, suburban sprawl. Hallmark holiday specials, Beanpole Queen magazines, and of course, MTV. Miley Cyrus twerking? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now you got it working. Weapons of mass distraction. They're selling you the symptoms and telling you it's the cure. Weapons of mass distraction. Beware and take care. And always remember, 'tis better to shun the bait than struggle in the snare.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you for the camera.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Jason.
I too came this evening unprepared, but I had some help from a friend and Facebook, so I could bring up some. So the first one is, you've never been sorry, so neither can I. Simply I see, so now I know. Before my subconsciousness lay the truth. I can never let it go. Not in sight, but bright as day, this weight on my conscience won't let up. I'll just sleep it away. The word mother sits without closure. The word father, not a stranger either, to upsetting my composure. Unknown still to my conscious mind is the how and courage to define why I harbor such disdain and let it eat away my brain. Every day is another attempt to forget how I came to play this person to offset the past and the pain it brings when remembered. You can't find enough water to extinguish this ember. I need the criminals to take the stand before I can accept and understand that a crime was committed that has yet to be admitted. No one is genuinely sorry, so I may never be about anything. Get to the other ones here. Alright. This one, the name is right in the middle of it, and I'd rather just have you hear it while I'm speaking it instead of giving it to you beforehand. I am the ice on your fingertips, so cold to the touch, cursed with frost-bitten lips, no use in trying so much. Your fingers pull away, the water falls to the floor, and I watch my breath retreat from my lungs, a long sigh of disappointment. You can't warm me. By the time I wake, I'm already done with the day. Just let me sleep and try to forget why I can't. Sleep will never find the way, but it's the easiest way to nowhere, and I'd rather be nowhere than keep fighting for what never comes. Happiness. last one, I just want to thank people who put this on, because this is an awesome thing, and I have a really hard time finding, say, going to a bookstore and finding books with poetry in them that I would actually want to buy. But then I come here and I listen to this stuff, and this is like, I would want to buy books of this stuff, you know, like
Right.
people, amazing stuff that comes out, you know. Like, why aren't these in the bookstores? All right, so this one's called Writer's Block. Idle hands, active mind, looking left and right, but can't seem to find the words to write. I feel the creativity beating on the door, but can't seem to find the path past my anger anymore. Here we go again. I'm stuck with all these feelings, balling up again, chewing back the tears of I don't know which subject. I'm searching for the time and place, somehow to let it all out, but I can't seem to find my own.
Thank you, Jason. We're open 10 to 8, and we've got a pretty good poetry section. 2 more. Next up, Owen.
So I can't do it from memory. I need my book. You guys are pretty good. So I wrote this a long time ago, but it keeps coming back. It's called 30 Below. Rigor. Tussock and muskeg are taken by whiteness. The locked beck and weir, black stabs of tamarack, point backward, inward. This discipline has a sparing beauty, a beauty that cannot be taken into the self beyond a certain point, the point where skin bonds to metal. The throat is slashed onto sheer air, and sound travels, light travels, farther than they ought. Miles off, snow slumps and a branch sways, suggesting an animal move. Sap cracks in a tree, a trap closing. Go home. Thank you. So this just came out of experience. It's almost exactly what happened. A story over Concord, Massachusetts. Under the lash of sleet, Logan has gone. For how long, the aircrew cannot tell. So we will hold on instruments, somewhere in the weather's cloudy heart, nursing reserves in a race course turn, clear only to the inner eye. I have opened Gibbon, where he describes how slaves lived out a bargain with the law, their servitude against a promise that unborn grandsons would be free. The ethereal hull of words has borne them over the void. In the lofted dark we heel and sag. Landing lights flick on, shine through the propeller's feathery disk. Blades consuming fog just inches from my seatmate's head. He tells me of a pillar of stone above the Adriatic where he learned his 30-meter dive, and how sometimes it would take him half an hour to prepare his mind, first emptying it like a cistern, then filling it again with a story simplified to those things necessary for life, the horizon's glass and the feel of the hot pebbles on the lip of air. this is a local poem. I don't know if you know Rogers Barbershop, Razor's Edge. So I was sitting in there one day, and Don Truergy, who was the astronomer at Mystic Seaport, was in there getting his hair cut. Yarn. Already I forget which brought the sea into the shop full of sunlight on tufts of gray and white hair that kept falling as one sat and one cut, talking by turns of those who had crossed in storm the winter Atlantic under short sail and fear battened down to the iron routine. A wave swept the deck and we slid, clutching the sextant into the lee rail as Roger paused in his work, and Don, who after 50 years of teaching sailors how to steer by stars is terminal, rested his head in the chair, and I waited until by some last access of luck and the presence of mind, we hooked a knee on the lifeline and were saved for this moment, still holding the unseen instrument without which each of us is lost. Thank you. So I find myself writing poems about poetry and poets, and they're not great, but this one I think sort of works. It's called Poet in Remission. They got a lot. The voice before dawn, the compulsive theft and collection of words, those came away cleanly. You can't even tell. The surgeon says I was lucky. The rest of it, the dark, blood-laden root where metaphors endlessly bud and break away to surface like this in my discourse, that is too deep for the knife, but grows slowly, and with time, the pain will seem manageable. Most of us die of something else. Time for one more?
Yeah.
This is another poetry poem. Poetry shelf. Their jackets don't match. Why would they? Rounded up singly or in small groups, early in the morning, by large men, all business, then brought here to wait. Protective custody is what they tell each other, swapping anecdotes and cigarettes well inside the gravel track. Some look weary. Milton, for instance. Nobody will come for him. They stare at him, not without sympathy, turn away, check the street for a possible customer. Nothing but rain. The keeper, with his arms folded, able to count every one of them from here without touching a single spine. It would be easy to lose hope as the favored ones leave. They had a novellist once. Some of those Pulitzer guys standing off to one side with their cell phones, ordering a good red with dinner, waiting for the car sent by the parole board. Protective custody, my ass, one says. More wordplay. Custody to protect who? Whom, says the other. Don't get slack on us. Don't forget what this is all about.